Oh my God. Angel Reese fans. Oh my God. We got to break this down. As Angel Reese fans believe that Sandy Brondillo and the Toronto Temple may be interested in having her join the expansion team. Where they got this nonsense, I have no idea. But there's an article. We're going to break it down. I don't think Sandy Brondillo wants to touch Angel Reese with a 10-foot pole in terms of her joining her team. But let's break it down, man. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video.
Angel Reese did not simply depart the Chicago Sky. She burned the bridge on her way out. She quit, pure and simple, leaving her squad in the middle of the season. And the justification she provided was so poor that it hardly stood up to inspection. It wasn't a straightforward roster adjustment. It was a public spectacle that embarrassed the organization and caused shockwaves throughout the league. It highlighted a player who appeared to be entirely divorced from the concept of team devotion.
However, in early December, Angel confirmed that she is staying with the Chicago Sky for her third season in the WNBA, where she was quoted as saying, "I'm under contract. I plan on returning to the Sky, continuing to talk to Tyler and build that relationship with Jeff and Tyler." Now, we all know Angel Reese flat out quit on the Chicago Sky. She wants nothing to do with being there. She literally said, basically, I'm showing up because I'm under contract and that's it. I'm going to play for you guys what she actually said and the tone in which she said it. But Angel Reese don't want to be there. She threw in the towel on this team. Once they suspended her,
we're looking at an explosive exit that revealed severe struggle behind the scenes, leading fans, experts, and colleagues to question her commitment and perhaps her future in the game. The implications of this decision will extend well beyond the Chicago skyline. It's a risky precedent that might jeopardize her entire career. This wasn't merely a dispute or a difference of opinion. It was a public demonstration of walking away, destroying team trust and cohesion by abandoning her unit. She transformed what may have been a private matter into a public spectacle, putting her professional reputation at risk.
Angel Reese flat out quit on the Chicago Sky. She wants nothing to do with being there. She literally said, basically, I'm showing up because I'm under contract and that's it. I'm going to play for you guys what she actually said and the tone in which she said it. But Angel Reese don't want to be there. She threw in the towel on this team. Once they suspended her for a half, and then they were gonna play her in the second half, and she was like, absolutely not. I said my back is hurting, so I'm not coming in at all. As a matter of fact, you can't suspend me because I'm not coming back for the rest of the season, is what she ultimately did to the Chicago.
Disagreements behind closed doors are one thing, but when they spill out onto the court and dominate the media, they become a distraction from which the team cannot recover. Costa is a player that prioritizes personal matters over team goals, a mark that is practically impossible to remove in professional sports. When things got rough, especially after her suspension, she virtually quit on the squad. Officially, it was described as a sudden back injury. However, insiders tell a totally different story. After sitting out the first half, she was anticipated to return to encourage her side. Nonetheless, she declined, citing agony at the key moment. Her decision, which came soon after disciplinary punishment, appeared to be a calculated protest rather than a serious injury.
Suspended her for a half, and then they were going to play her in the second half, and she was like, absolutely not. I said my back is hurting, so I'm not coming in at all. As a matter of fact, you can't suspend me because I'm not coming back for the rest of the season, is what she ultimately did to the Chicago Sky, and just flat out embarrassed the organization. You had players like Courtney Vandersloot coming out because she had comments about Courtney Vandersloot and saying they need a younger point guard and Sloot might not be able to handle it at her age. And Courtney Vandersloot had to get on camera and fire back at her. You had players like Ariel Atkins, who sat at the podium early in the season.
The timing couldn't have been more odd, calling into doubt her willingness to play when things go tough. This wasn't simply defiance. It was a public performance that surprised her teammates and sent the coaching staff into a frenzy, exposing a rift that had clearly been boiling for quite some time. In that moment, she effectively ended her season. She seemed to be pleading, "You can't suspend me." More frankly, "I'm not coming back." The surprising ultimatum to the Chicago Sky was more than just a reluctance to play. It was a total abandoning of her role. She moved away at a vital stage in the season, depriving the team of a key contributor and publicly embarrassing the organization. Her actions demonstrated a flagrant disdain for both contractual obligations and the loyalty that teammates rely on. The audacity of her actions stunned the whole WNBA community, destroying her reputation and placing severe question on her reliability.
At her, you had players like Ariel Atkins, who sat at the podium early in the season defending one Angel Reese, talking about her crown is heavy and she deals with a lot and all of this stuff. By the end of the season, Ariel Atkins wanted nothing to do with the girl. She wanted nothing to do with her. So with all of that being said, I don't believe that Sandy Brondillo would want Angel Reese joining her team at all. To be completely honest with you, I couldn't see it at all. I don't see Sandy Brondillo doing that. I just got to be all the way.
You must understand that this was not a one-time act of frustration. Reese's actions had already caused significant tension in the locker area before she went out. She publicly criticized senior point guard Courtney Vandersloot, implying that the squad required a younger player who could keep up with the tempo. In other words, she was effectively questioning Sloot, a WNBA legend, by claiming she was too old to complete the job. Vandersloot, being the consummate professional, had no choice but to respond publicly to defend her abilities and legacy. This very public dig at a valued teammate exposed deep splits and a stunning lack of respect, undermining morale from within and causing long-term damage to the team's dynamics.
See you.
Hi, nice to see you too.
Do you plan on returning to the Sky for year 3?
I'm under contract, so yes, I plan on returning to the Sky, continuing to talk to Tyler, and building that relationship with Jeff and Tyler.
Thanks. And then, how's your back doing? Have you made a full recovery?
Did that sound like somebody who was looking forward to going back? Man, I'm under contract, so I guess I'm gonna just. She don't want to be there. I don't even think the players on the team want her there. I don't think Camila Cardoso want to deal with it. I know Courtney Vandersloot don't want to deal with it.
Interview 6. Then there's a matter with Ariel Atkins, a teammate who was formerly Reese's staunch supporter. Atkins openly defended her, highlighting the high expectations Reese held and the great pressure she faced, and sticking up for her when others questioned her ability. However, by the end of the season, that support had virtually vanished. According to sources, Atkins wanted nothing to do with Reese, a complete reversal from her previous advocacy. This drastic shift revealed how much trust and team unity had eroded, providing a concrete indication of how toxic and heated internal fights had become.